Are you ready? Yes, sir. If ready, then we're going to start with the next venerable who's supposed to come and talk about introduce yourself or any topic that you think after introduce yourself. Doesn't matter. Your speech will be the best as you can. Don't expect too much that you will be the excellent, but just talk out. First, introduce yourself. Where were you born and why are you interested to study in these faculties of humanities? And why did you choose for the English program? Something like that. And after that, you can go on with your topic that you think is the best for you to offer all your classmates, or even I myself. I also will listen what you are talking. We can help each other to improve. And just before going to the topic of speech today, I would like to remind a little bit, you already got the book, and please read about the introductions, and the second after introductions, that means or preface about linguistic. If you don't understand anything about the linguistic, then we can take up in the class and we can give the knowledge to each other. What did you understand about the linguistic, especially for the three topics about psycholinguistic? You know, what is the meaning of psycholinguistic? What about the sociolinguistic? What is about the neurolinguistic in there? That's the most significant. That's all the teachings of Lord Buddhas all over 45 years, all over India, and some other planets also. For example, like Dawatingsa. Anything about that, you also have opportunity to discuss together about the linguistic. After finish the linguistic, maybe in the meantime you are finished, introduce yourself. And then we go on to the second part of this book for the Pali literature. That means Pali literature. So what is the Pali literature? We are going to learn about, that's all. Then if we can finish this early, I will introduce another volumes, maybe second volumes, and then we can learn more if we can go faster. Don't expect to get only in front of the class, because you have more time to read outside instead of reading in the class, you know, because you have more concentrate, you have more peaceful places to read and calm your mind and read properly. And in the class, maybe some of your friends, oh, I would like to talk about this, I would like to talk about this, then withdrawn all your concentration, then you may not be able to read. That's I would like to introduce. Better read outside or somewhere. Or even sometimes teachers are not coming to the class. Teachers may be late about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever. If you have opportunity, read it. And then if you have some question in there, take into the class and we discuss. That's new modern of the learning. Don't expect that, okay, teachers come and listen to me, so and so. Then that's okay, that's good. But now, digital technology, digital era, digital millennium, and we can learn more than that, we can learn better than that. And that I would like to recommend for today. Next, for the next venerable who are supposed to come, please, anyone ready, please come. Yes, sir. Please come. You? That's okay. Anyone can talk anything. No, you have already talked. Yeah? About? Yeah, please come. Okay.
You know, this book is not easy to understand for everyone.
Yeah.
So if it's better if we discuss about maybe one topic of this to make more clearly understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then after that, then should be like that's all you have recommend, right? Maybe after introductions yourself, then we will start.
Yourself, you mean ourselves?
Yeah, all of you. But because maybe not take too long. If anyone cannot go better than what you wanted to talk, just introduce yourself, short and brief, then finish. Don't stay like this, Don't do that. This we waste our time. And because I want everybody to come, then I know exactly who is, what is your weak point. Because like the sword, the system of the sword. Sword is not like the big knife to cut your head or behead someone. But sword meaning S is strong. What is your strong point? What is your strong situation? What your strong knowledge? W, what is your weakness? That we call the second of the sword. What is your opportunity for the O? Opportunity. Then what is your T? Threat. Means your obstacle, your problem. Like you already showed the problem that this is too difficult for everyone to understand. Yeah, I know. If easy, why did you come to learn this university, right? But we cannot look down to anyone. Maybe some of you already know better than anyone. But maybe some of you maybe finish already, Then the sword, this will be the part of your studying. Check about, because I wanted to check you first, what is your strong? What is your strong? S means strength. Your strength, The second is W, weakness. Your weakness. And the third one, O, means opportunity. And fourth, your threat. Mean your obstacle, anything. When you come and introduce yourself, then I know exactly what to deal with you. Because one, I never know about your background, where you were born and where you from and how you are developing your subject and how did you develop how have you been developing your knowledge through childhood up to now. But if you come out, these 4 points will show that to me, and I have recording and listen what you talk again and again, then I know exactly who is to deal with and what is your strong or strength, what is your weakness, and what is your opportunity, and then what is your threat. Because Pali literature itself a lot of difficult, but anything difficult than the life? Anything difficult than life? No, because Lord Buddha, before he came enlightened, before he become our Lord Buddha, he had struggling, smuggling, suffering more than eons. That means 4 eons, and before that more than 20 eons that he have been suffering again and again till he come to this period of we are learning Pali literatures. Because of him we have opportunity to learn about these Pali literatures. You see, then only one thing we have to know, that we have to learn, because no one can go to understand everything by just sitting in meditating. Because if just sitting for meditating, then getting to know, then no need Lord Buddha to be born as a master. Because every hermit in India, they all sitting, some of them torching themselves, some of them, how to say, a lot of ducking into the Kama Sukhalika Nuyoka. That means all the sensual intercourse. I mean, all the sensual organ is pleasuring into any contact, eye contact to the figures or the physical body, ear contact to the subject, any listening, any sound, any voice, and your nose, your tongues, your physical body, and even your mental body have been suffering again and again, uncountable. When the Lord Buddha said that if you have to collect your blood was shed into or means spreading anywhere. For example, like lion attack to any beast in the Africa, and the blood is sprayed out. And some believe, wrong view, behead someone in the head and the blood spread over the world. If collect the blood that you has been behead, your head is more than the ocean, more than the water is flood in Myanmar, more than the water flood in northern eastern part of Thailand. That the water not as much as the blood we are shed all over the universe. Not just only in this universe, we may born again and again, maybe different parts of the planet, that our blood uncountable, or if collect, then will be another ocean. That's not just only ocean or the Pacific, Andamans, or in the, Arctic over there, that become ice. Not just only that, more than that, our blood. But why didn't this flood the world? You know, even now the scientific prove that more than universes, still machines still going on and report that, oh, universe still exists more. And the machines still report that another universes still exist more. That means the Lord Buddha said 2,600 years ago that universes is uncountable, the billions of the universe. That the Lord Buddha already told us in the Tripitaka. But the world 200 years ago, the Western people and the other parts of the world still believe that the world is flat. If you go out, then you will fail from the world or from the earth. That the people still believe in that. But even now, some people still believe that. But due to the new technologies, due to the digital technologies, and due to the new millennium technologies, now we can come to know everything, many universe. Even the NASA have reported so many things that unbelievable. But that, the scientific proof. But because of this, we are going to learn about the Pali literatures, but then I give a little bit about linguistic, because linguistic is a part of Pali literature, but the Pali literatures also can be part of the linguistic, and even philosophy. Collect all the knowledge, put into philosophy. But any subject is already accessed in Pali Tipitaka and or in Pali literatures. Okay, if you are ready, I would like to invite the one who ready to come and talk in front of the class. Yes, sir, any problem? Yeah, please come. Introduce yourself. Thank you, sir.
Hello, everyone. Now I express the sincere to
your number, sir?
140.
8
140.
140. 140.
Yes, express his sincere admiration and
to all.
Yes, is correct.
Okay.
Today I would like to introduce about myself before I go into my topic and my presentation. My name Khun. I come from Vietnam, and now I'm 23 years old. And about my education, I just finished high school before last year, and after that I come from here to study this university. About my experience, I never have experience in my country or my temple. Yes, today I would like to say something about the linguistics to teachers and everyone understand a little bit. It is my topic is what is linguistics. I just remember in this book the answer. The linguistics is the scientific study of natural language. In this linguistics, we can study about the sound of language and the time, our time. The language is always changing all over time. For example, about the Pali language. Before now, our Buddha, our father, we can call our father, speak about the Bali. But now, some word is changed on. For example, in Cambodia or in Thailand. In Cambodia, I changed just 1 year. And it's the truth in the world, we we change Danamaya, right? And about in Thailand, we change the R to L. For example, in the Yathawa, Levaha, Pola, right? It is the time or the language is changed. Before now, the two languages, all of you and I, we don't know about the two of language. We just learn from the Tipitaka and the book. It is our time is changed. And the first about the sound, about the sound of Bali. We don't know quite how Buddhists say, how the speak of Buddha. We don't know exactly. We just learn together and learn, continue from now. It is the linguistic a little bit, I understand. So in finally, I want all of you determination. Yes, must have determination. We must to learn exactly about the Buddha, the Buddhism, and knowledge in university. And I may all of you have be and be peaceful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Venerable Trans. This, for example, I wanted to check who, that's mean already getting to know some about what is our textbook is. And now it's a different millennium. And like I was before, it's very hard to get the book to learn. Even I learned in India, during I was learning in India, it's very tough to get a book because most of that day it's very complicated and no copy syrup. It's very difficult. When we going to get the book and we getting to learn, then some of the pages are torn out because of the Indian student. They don't have money enough to make a syrup. And some only a few places exist for the syrup machine. Then they torn out from the book. It's very difficult. But now I came to know that the Venerable have get through some, even just a little bit understanding about the linguistic. For example, I took, for example, 3 things, socio-linguistic. When you learn about Tripitaka, you learn anything in Tripitaka, because the Tripitaka can be everything in there that we call Pali literature. The word of the Buddha is there. The words of the people who lived during the contemporary of Lord Buddha is there. The words of the most venerable who collect the Tripitaka, where Lord Buddha has been taught to the people in different places. Then they make an agreement. This is okay. Everybody in the council listen to the same thing and record them together. Then exactly what is the most venerable, for example, like Ananda. That's the part of the leadings of societies, the Sangha society, to collect about what is Sutta that the Lord Buddha had been preaching to the people in those days. We're getting to know all these things because of the kindness or the compassion of Venerable Ananda. And the one who's made the decision to make the council, Venerable Mahakassapa. And the one who is going to, or who was describing about the Vinaya, the Venerable Upali. Because why did I take this? Because I want all of you to know that the part of socio-linguistic in there, because of the linguistic is studying about the natural scientific language in there. That's more than scientific, the Lord Buddha's. Scientific just only a branch of the subject in the world. But the Lord Buddha had been preached 2,600 years ago, that the whole thing. Even right now, some of the knowledge in Tripitaka, scientific cannot take it out yet. The scientific cannot take it and show it yet. But these technical or innovations of the learning is coming from the Western. The Western learning Tripitaka more than the Asian. The Western people learning the Pali more than the Buddhists. But they learn because they wanted to prove, because in those beliefs or in their religions, they don't have exactly like this. They have only, you must believe, you must follow, you must, and if you don't, you behave, you are sacrificing, you kill. That the most of the people in the Western got that experience. But we too must respect to the teachings of Lord Buddha. Then we never concentrate and reading too much. We just only chanting Yathavari Vaha Pura Paripurenti Sakarang. We just only chanting and finishing when the people offering, then finish. We never getting through what is the socio-linguistic in there, what is the neuro-linguistic in there. What neuro? Neuro means what is the natural teachings of Lord Buddha about the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, about the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. So many sutta in there. Did you go through yet? Maybe not yet, some of you, but not everybody. But when you get to know about this, what is the psycho-linguistic? For example, like Venerable Wakali wanted to commit suicide because the Lord Buddha said something to him, because he ordained to become Buddhist monk, because he wanted to watch the Buddha, because the physical of Lord Buddha is very attractive. Then he wanted to become a monk because of that. That means when the Lord Buddha said, why just you come and look to me? This is decays of the body. It cannot stand forever. One day it will destroy. Then the Lord Buddha said, go away. Then when he feel very sad, then he going to commit suicide. That's a psycho-linguistic. Because he want him to know that you must withdraw from this. Don't be too much attachment. This example for the natural linguistic. I just give only short brief about the linguistic, and then in the future you may go and read by yourself. because I don't want to go every chapter, every part of that, because our subject is Pali literatures. Okay? Pali literature, that's our subject. But I put in here because I wanted to put in your head, to reminding in your head from now and then, you must know that now the world is studying more than you. Don't expect that you are Buddhist monk, then you learn more than the other people. Don't think in that way, because nowadays, very broad wide. The people from around the world learn more than you, even more than me. You see? But then we are born in this, then we have to know exactly. Okay, next, Venerable. Someone's already to continue on. And how about the line? Is still keep the same? What? Okay. Who is not already yet, sir, right? If one the willing one, no one come, right? Okay. Anyone ready? Please come.
Good morning.
Your number, sir? 31. Number 3. Thakban. Oh, sorry. Okay, sir.
Good morning, my classmates, and good morning, my teacher.
Yes, sir.
I would like to pay respect all of you. The relation, my name is I come from Laos, but I live in Thailand 6 years. I can speak Thai, but my English is really poor. The reason that I come to stand here and talk about something because I want to make confidence in my speaking and want to overcome my faith. My topic is Buddhism in Laos. Buddhism in my country has no power more than Thailand. Almost Lao people preserve ancient traditions or custom, Lao custom, but they don't focus, practice insight meditation. Because there are no Buddhist scholar who expert Buddhism. In my country has only Buddhist school, no Pariyati school. When I graduate high school, I can go study in university without Pali, Dhamma, also like this. Because Lao people focus Buddhist ceremony without practice meditation, without practice insight meditation, because they don't have Lao has no Buddhist scholars who expert in Buddhism. The reason that I come to study Bali in Thailand because I want to learn Bali and bring Buddhist teaching to propagate in my country. I come to study university also. I want to study English. And when I graduate MCU, I want to be teacher and teach English to my students and propagate Buddhist teaching to Lao people. What is Buddhist meditation? What is tranquility meditation? Some Lao people doesn't know insight meditation and tranquility meditation because they focus or emphasize Buddhist ceremony. When they have some celebration, they invite monk to chant in their homes, yes, and invite monk to give some talk a little, but no need to practice insight meditation. They focus only ancient customs because Lao ancient people observe like this, and until now, Lao people are trying to preserve all tradition and cultures. The next, in the morning, in my province, if you have a time and go to visit Laos, you can see Buddhist people go to on the road to make merit, especially giving something from us, and monks blessing submit your place, but no need to talk about Buddhist teaching. Give some speech of Buddha like this. When I arrived in Thailand, I started to learn Pali. Pali is very difficult to understand for me. When I start study the first year, I don't know anything about Pali, and I try to learn hard. When I live in grammar, only grammar, like this, and make some sentence, but they don't expert in Bali, but they don't know how to teach. In the Buddha time, it's easy to understand. When some bigger talk Dhamma and give Dhamma talk to Buddhist people, they use Bali to be main language to propagate the Buddha teaching. People in the Paris or countryside, they can understand Bali. So the Buddha used Bali to be main language to propagate his teaching. In Thailand also, some venerable, the most venerable or leader of Buddhist Sangha in Thailand try to emphasize Bali. My above also, Somdet Maharaja Maharaja, he tried to request many students from countryside or another country to study Bali in my temple. And he give a good opportunity to study and bring Buddhism to propagate in their country. So Bali is very important for Buddhism. If I don't know or understand Bali the meaning. When you see some Bali language that in the book, that write down in the book or print many information. If I don't know about Bali, I can translate wrong or wrong meaning. But right now, I know some how to make Bali, how to make the sentence, or how to translate Bali into Thai, into Ram, and I rather understand Bali meaning. Yes. Today, our teacher gave me a good opportunity to stand here. I'm very, very excited, and I have to try more to overcome my offense, my fear. Last year, I cannot speak English. I speak a little because I'm shy. I cannot speak English to each other. I don't know how to speak English.
พระพุทธศาสนาเป็นศาสนาที่มีความสำคัญยิ่งศาสนาหนึ่งของโลกมีพุทธสังเวชนียสถานที่ชาวพุทธทั่วโลกควรครั้งหนึ่งในชีวิตพึงน้อมกายวาจาใจไปนมัสการณจุดที่พระพุทธองค์ประสูติตรัสรู้แสดงปฐมเทศนาปรินิพพานและจุดอื่นๆทั้งในอินเดียเนปาลร่วมส่งเสริมพลังแห่งบุญคือทานศีลภาวนาและศีลสมาธิปัญญาโดยพลังบุญกรุ๊ปและพลังบุญสื่อสร้างสรรค์โทร 02-693-9581 0859902754
อัตถังกิโกมะโกเสยัตถิดัมสัมมาทิฏฐิสัมมาสังกัปปะสัมมาวาจาสัมมากัมมันโตสัมมาอาจีวะสัมมาวายามะสัมมาสติสัมมาสมาธิ